Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. And in this video, as promised to all of you, that we'll try to show you a trade which happens to be one of my best trade in my trend following career, and we'll show how we have captured the move. And part one will be the trade, how we went about the trade, and second part of the video will be on the more psychological part. So before we start, today I am going to cover two parts on this particular trade, which is almost implicated around a gain of 45%, how we have captured. So this total presentation is divided into few parts. Like, before touching the actual trade, we'll see what is trend following. Just 2 to 3 minutes we'll spend there, and after that, how could I capture this trade, the kind of back testing that one need to do, and kind of hard work that one need to put in before getting into such trade, or before getting the result of this kind of a trade, that is trade management, and how the model works. Then in the second part or second video that will cover, maybe after few days of this video, we'll cover how to write the winner, where will I exit, the psychological part, which is according to me have a 90% weightage on overall trading success and conclusion. So from this video you will be able to learn how to approach the stock market from more scientific way, and it's not just a speculation, or it is not just a gamble, but it is more science, more mathematics, more statistics, and much more importance to the psychological part. Second thing, the stop following others and develop your own strategy, which is more crucial. See, today you may get a lot of information on the social media, a lot of information on the traditional books, videos and all, but all this thing doesn't boil down to your success ultimately, unless and until you have your own trading system. You won't be able to success. So you cannot just copy others and do the trade and be a successful on a consistent basis. And third important, once successful, you can scale up the trading, which is more important. So these are the three basic objectives of this presentation. It is not just a journey from 1070 to 1575. It's a much more than that. So basically the trend following doesn't have any predictive things कि market will go up or down. We are here to make money on both the side. So there is only one side, which is the right side. So you have to be on the right side of the trend. So I'm just touching a few slides on the trend following before we going into the back testing and how the trade part. And what I'm trying to say is that I have got a lot of requests from social media that I should make a video in English. So this particular video will be made in English, and if required or if necessary, one can message me. I will prepare another video in Hindi, so it should be comfortable in any language. So in this slide, what Mr. Richard Dennis is trying to say is that, see, the trading is not a art, not a science, or it's not like that, it's a born talent. You have that talent and you go and achieve it. The commodity trader is maybe made but not born money. You can learn the game. It's an interesting story. I'll take 1 minute. There is a bet between Richard Dennis and his friend William Ockard. You can find it in the Google. Is it a born talent or you can teach it to anybody? So there is a bet actually in between two of them, and it happens to be that they have recruited I think 30 guys, and they're stuck in a room and they have given a few rule book to them, all the student, and do according to the rule book. And they were not supposed to disclose the actual rule. So and after 2.5 years, they have found that all the traders were positive because they were trading as per the rule. What I'm trying to say is that these are the people actually. These are the people that they had recruited, few of them, and they are called the turtle. They are the original turtles. Okay. So what the important part is that you can learn the game if your risk management, money management, and the trading principle are right. Then you can make money. It is not a born talent. You can learn. So that's the story. The trend following doesn't predict, and another principle is that trend following, we enter here, let's say Reliance from 900 to went up to 1600. Right now, let's say it went up to 1700. So we enter around 1070. If it makes a high of 1700, we may exit at 1600 or something like that. So we are not make money from here to here. We make money 70% of the total trend. We enter at let's say 1070, maybe we will exit at 1500 or whatever. So this is the gain from here to here. This is all about trend following. It is no prediction, nothing. Now what is trend? This is a trendless period where we will lose money. You enter here because there is a breakout. Just for simplicity purpose I have prepared this, and this is a strong trend. This is a trend reversal. You exit, you make a profit, again entry, again exit, trend trap, we lost money, again we enter here, went down, again exit, we lost money, again we enter here, exit here, lost money, enter here, and price goes to this, and this is a strong trend, we make money. So we make small losses. 60% of the time we make losses and 40% of the time we make profit, but that 40% is huge, which takes care of whatever loss the person has made. How the system works? System works on the stop loss basis, trailing stop loss basis. On a basis of ratio, system generate a trend reversal point on daily basis. This is not hourly basis. Golden rule: the system in the trade, the system are very less. That is the way client makes more money. The system has open position 365 days around a year, and this system can take 70. This is a slightly old this thing, so you can ignore. Now coming back to the most important part is, and in this point I would like to say that one of my the good laptop which I forgot to bring, it is at my office and I could not bring it, so the system is slightly on the slower side, so kindly bear with me. Okay, and what we are trying to say is that this is another slide. Why the trend following? Why you should trust me? Okay, why you should trust me? See, many times I met many person, and all the knowledgeable person. There is a lot of knowledgeable person in the Twitter also. So I just ask them two things. That, can you provide me the ledger? If yes, I'll trust you. And I met one person, he used to take 2 lakh rupees as a fees. Okay, and I asked the ledger and he was very angry. So how can you ask a guru for ledger? I said, no problem. You don't have to give me ledger. It's fine. You don't trade. But still you are guru. It's okay. But can you give me a backtesting result of 5 years? So he got very angry actually. It was in Mumbai. I don't want to name the person in an open platform or in the social media. But actually, you should try anybody. You are spending your quality time by watching this video. Why you should trust me? Or why you should trust anybody unless and until he provides me the ledger. So all said and done, all knowledge, everything is fine, but ultimately it has to convert your knowledge into ledger, otherwise there is no value. There are few people who share their ledger in the Twitter. I respect them. I don't want to name again the person. So this is the one of the client ledger of from 1st of April. It was 24 lakhs, sorry, rather 27 lakhs in the starting, and system got slightly so the value is now 37 lakhs 64,000. Means in a month from 27 lakhs it went up to 37 lakhs, and in between he has withdrawn the 1 lakh. See, in between he has withdrawn the 1 lakh. So actually 27.87 has become almost 38 lakhs. So this is the ledger. That's the part. Now coming back to the main point, I have shown you the result, or I have shown you the ledger. It's fine. Now how should you trust in that from how 27 lakhs has become 28 lakhs? So what I'm trying to say is that before I go into the more important part where you need to spend a lot of time, that is backtesting. But why trend following? Why one should not do the technical analysis or fundamental analysis? Let me tell you, I have started my career with one of the very prominent person who comes often now also on CNBC as a fundamental side. I also know the technical, and from 2013 onwards I totally moved into the trend following. Why one should do trend following, and what is the basic difference between fundamental analysis and technical analysis with trend following? Technical is more price volume indicator, fundamental balance sheet, you all know. Trend following is basically the price. Okay. Technical analysis do the prediction of the price, we don't. Trend following don't. We are the open. Let's say we bought Reliance at 1070. How it actually we are non-predictive. Argument say, okay, we bought Reliance at 1080. If you ask me, now today is 1600. If you ask me, I mean, how it is possible? You know that this price is going to go up. I said no. Nobody can. Nobody know what is going to happen in the next 1 year, or 1 month, or 1 minute. So often I give an example. See, today is 9th of May, and what is going to happen in Soros and Gupta on 12th of May or 15th of May, where I have full control on myself. I cannot predict about my life. How can I predict about the stock market? The stock market is much more wider game. So prediction of price is just not possible. Don't listen to TV, don't listen to anything. Prediction of price is just impossible. But you have a system where you have seen that how we got Reliance from 1080 to now 1675. What I said, this is a just topic. Everybody is wanted to know the success stories, but actually not. I'll show you. We have both the side of the coin, so very difficult, even trend following. So we don't predict the price. We do more importance to the backtesting. In technical, backtesting is not possible because there is a lot of if and but parameter. But if it is there, I'll be happy to know about it. Emotions, we don't have any emotions, and rules are very simple. There is no if and but. Both are very simple. Now, going to the next important part. Does trend following work in India? We can go through few of the greed and fear event like elections, like RBI result, everything. Now and finally we will go to the backtesting. 2008 circuit, lower circuit, trend following gave short on this position at. Okay. System was in sell mode 4 days before lower circuit. I'm just quickly running through Lehman Brothers crisis. System was in sell mode 15 days before the Lehman Brothers crisis. Election result 2009. System was in buy mode 11 days before the upper circuit. And election 2014 before 5 days in advance. System was in. System gave buy here. And after the budget, that is a different issue. So there is RBI surplus. There is a lot of event. I am not going into this works all, but it's just a gimmick. So let's run through few of the events that we have seen. But before that, let's go to the backtesting. See, I have done the enough backtesting. See, backtesting parameters are there. I have hide few parameters because just to protect. See, as I said, I have done backtesting for 1.5 years, so I am not going to give it on the social media. But if any person who is there and who wants to learn trend following, so we can discuss all these things. But again, I am trying to say it is just 10% of the trading. Ultimately important is the money management and the psychological part. So focus more on that. So just to give the glimpses of this particular strategy on Reliance, all the trades are here. Here trades. The period I have chosen is from 1st of March 2018 to till date. You can do up for 5-6 years also. And let me put the brokerage category also. So slightly less brokerage taxes. First bought at 908 rupees on 5th of April 2018 and we sold at 960 almost. We made a profit of 100 share is a profit of how much? 4,000 rupees, 4,900. Here it is there, the cumulative ledger. Then again, we bought it after the brokerage was deducted, so this is the slightly less because we have taken the brokerage and taxes. Again, we bought 945, sold at 978, made again 4,000 rupees. Here we have made good 20,000 rupees. Okay, like that we are. Here we made a loss. 1275 we sold at 1250, made the 2,500 rupees loss. So ledger comes down from 31 to 28 and goes up to 19,000 also. See, and you are not going to all the trade details. Let's say the last trade which has happened on 31st of March 2020, that we bought it at 1122. And that is still there. So we are making a profit of close to 1575 minus 1120, almost you can say 450 rupees. Argument sake. We bought it at 1070 because on a slightly we work on an intraday basis, so we slightly enter at a slightly lower price. Anyhow, you can say that 1122 we bought, and that's it is still there. So if you see in 2 years, we are making a profit of 72,000 on an investment of 100 share of Reliance. 100 share of Reliance we have invested. Let's say value is 1,50,000. In 2 years you are making 72,000 after brokerage and taxes. And if you take the leverage of 2 times, so you are making 100% of your capital. We take 2.5 times of the leverage. I'll come down to that in my next video, which is focused more on the money management and the psychological part of the trend following. So just to summarize all the below trade, there are 22 trades, number of win was 8, number of losses was 13. See, number of losses is higher, 60% was the loss. Okay, maximum gain 26,000, maximum loss 7,200, average winning trade is close to 10,000, average loss trade is 3,200. Finally, we make 17% as a return. So, I am not going into details of that, but what I am trying to say is that you can do testing from 2015 also. Okay, I am not going into details of that, so you can find out. But what I'm trying to say is that if you have to be a successful in trading, you have to have some scientific approach to trading. Do the back testing, come out with your own model. Then only you will be successful. Here I have the actual parameter of the trading is not open, so I have not shown the actual parameter of this backtesting because I don't want to give anything in the social media, which is easy to copy and all these things. So I'm not going to giving this thing, but if anybody is interested, so we can take this thing forward as I have already mentioned in my Twitter message. So just to summarize the first part of the video, what we have learned today, we learned about the trend following, we learned about the various aspects of a trade management, that is how one can start the journey, why trend following, how much hard work that one need to put in, and why this is a scientific approach to the trading. We have shown you the actual ledger of a client, how 27 lakhs has become 38 lakhs. We come to details of the backtesting, and before I end, anybody can question, does trend following works in India? So let me run through few greed and fear event of Indian history or Indian last 10 years of history, where many of the events has happened, like 2008 lower circuit or 2013 fall, 2014 Modi is coming back to the power and all. So one can say that the trend following works then also, and it is working now also. Actually, the system wasn't much before the Modi come into the power. Almost 11 days before Modi came into power, system was in buy mode. In 2008, when the market failed from lower circuit, system was in sell mode 4 days in advance. So yes, trend following works in India, and we can show you on a one-to-one basis the system and how the sale came. But at this point of time, we would like to conclude here and watch for the second part of the video, where I will be covering more on the psychological part of the trading and as well as on the money management part of the trading. I think that will give you a completely holistic view of the trading and the scientific approach to the trading. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching me in YouTube, and I hope I will be able to contribute more in the days to come.